What do you think of when you hear the words Super Bowl halftime show? Extravagant stages, legendary artists, maybe even a few controversial moments. But which performance truly captivated the world more than any other? It wasn't Beyoncé, it wasn't Prince, and it wasn't Michael Jackson. The most watched halftime show in history belongs to a powerhouse performer who took the stage in 2015. Katy Perry. Yeah, you heard that right. With a staggering 180.5 million viewers tuning in, Katy Perry's spectacle at Super Bowl 49 remains the undisputed champion of halftime viewership. To put that into perspective, that's more people than the entire population of Germany and Spain combined, all watching one 12-minute performance. So, what made this particular show so incredibly magnetic? Was it just Katy's star power? Or was there a secret formula at play? Let's break down the magic behind the most watched halftime show ever. First, let's set the stage. Super Bowl 49 was held at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The game itself was a nail-biter between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. The tension was high, the stakes were enormous, and the entire nation was glued to their screens. This intense athletic rivalry created the perfect environment for a massive audience. But the halftime show needed to deliver something truly special to hold their attention, and boy, did it ever. Katy Perry didn't just walk onto the stage. She made an entrance for the ages. Picture this, a colossal, golden, mechanical tiger with glowing red eyes, striding across the field, and riding atop this magnificent beast, Katy Perry herself, in a custom-designed flame dress, belting out her hit song Roar. It was an image of pure power and spectacle. It wasn't just a concert. It was a scene straight out of a blockbuster movie. This entrance immediately signaled that this wasn't going to be a typical performance. It was a statement. The sheer audacity and creativity of starting with a giant lion set a tone of epic proportions that was impossible to ignore. But a great show isn't just about a grand entrance. It's about maintaining that energy and delivering hit after hit. And that's exactly what Katy did. She seamlessly transitioned from Roar into Dark Horse, a performance that featured a mesmerizing 3D projection on the field, making it look like a chessboard was coming to life under her feet. The visual effects were groundbreaking for a live broadcast, creating a dizzying, hypnotic experience for viewers at home. It felt futuristic and ancient at the same time, a perfect visual representation of the song's vibe. Then came the surprise guests, a crucial ingredient for any legendary halftime show. And Katy's choices were brilliant. The first guest to join her was the iconic rocker Lenny Kravitz. He brought his signature cool and incredible guitar skills to a rock-infused version of I Kissed a Girl. The collaboration was unexpected and electric. It added a layer of raw, gritty energy to Katy's pop polish, showing her versatility and appealing to a broader audience that included rock fans. Their chemistry on stage was undeniable, creating a memorable rock and roll moment right in the middle of a pop spectacle. But the surprises didn't stop there. As the stage transformed into a colorful, vibrant beach scene, complete with dancing palm trees, beach balls, and sharks, another guest emerged, Missy Elliott. This was, for many, the highlight of the night. At the time, Missy had been largely out of the public eye for several years. Her sudden appearance was a massive, joyful shock. She launched into a medley of her classic hits, Get Your Freak On, Work It, and Lose Control. The energy in the stadium and in living rooms across the world was explosive. Missy Elliott didn't just perform, she took over. Her stage presence, her iconic tracks, and her incredible backup dancers reminded everyone why she is a legend. This guest appearance was a stroke of genius. It introduced a new generation to her music and gave longtime fans a powerful dose of nostalgia. And speaking of those dancing sharks, who could forget them? Specifically, one shark on the left side of the stage who seemed to have a mind of its own. While the shark on the right was perfectly in sync, Left Shark became an instant internet sensation for its hilariously offbeat, freestyle dance moves. It was a small, unplanned moment of goofy charm that humanized the entire, highly produced spectacle. People couldn't stop talking about it. Memes were created within minutes. Left Shark became a viral phenomenon, a symbol of just letting loose and having fun. This accidental moment of comedy added a layer of relatability and talk value that no amount of planning could have achieved. It's one of the main reasons this show is still so fondly remembered today. It proves that sometimes the most memorable parts of a live performance are the beautifully imperfect ones. After the high-energy party of Teenage Dream and California Girls, Katy Perry shifted the tone for her grand finale. As the stage went dark, she reappeared in a stunning, star-covered gown and was lifted into the air on a small platform designed to look like a shooting star. While soaring above the crowd, she delivered a powerful and emotional rendition of her anthem, Firework. Real fireworks exploded all around the stadium, creating a breathtaking visual. It was a moment of pure inspiration and wonder. This finale was the perfect emotional climax, leaving the audience with a sense of hope and awe. Flying across the stadium on a shooting star is an image you don't forget. It was the ultimate show-stopping conclusion to a performance that was all about bigger, better, and brighter. So, let us circle back to our original question. Why was this show so massively successful in terms of viewership? It was a perfect storm. First, you had the star power of Katy Perry, who was at the absolute peak of her career in 2015. She had a catalog of universally known, family-friendly hits that appealed to a wide demographic, from kids to grandparents. The Super Bowl audience is incredibly diverse, and her music was the perfect choice to unite them. Second, the production value was off the charts. From the giant tiger to the flying star, every moment was a visual feast. The show was designed for the television audience, with camera angles and special effects that made viewers at home feel like they were part of the action. It was more than a concert. It was a full-blown theatrical production. Third, the genius inclusion of surprise guests. Lenny Kravitz brought rock credibility, and Missy Elliott delivered a massive dose of nostalgic hip-hop energy. These guests created huge buzz and brought in viewers who might not have tuned in just for Katy Perry. It was a smart strategy to broaden the show's appeal. And finally, the viral moment of Left Shark. You can't plan for something like that, but it's organic. Goofy Charm made the performance a major talking point on social media for days and weeks afterward. It gave the show an extra life online, driving even more people to watch it on TV. It was the shareable, memeable moment that every modern event hopes for. In the end, Katy Perry's halftime show was the perfect blend of spectacle, star power, nostalgia, and unexpected fun. It was meticulously planned yet left room for spontaneous magic. It was a show that understood its audience and delivered on every level, creating a 12-minute experience that was simply unforgettable. It set a new standard for what a halftime show could be, and that's why, all these years later, it still holds the crown as the most watched of all time. What do you think? Was this the best halftime show ever? Or does another performance hold that title for you? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. See you next time.